Ms. Nat, what you got on the next one, which is the hip drop
Now,
tackle?
this is the hip drop tackle. Now, the reason this one kind of stuck out to me was because there was a play last season where Geno Smith got tackled with a hip drop. He jumped up and jumped in the defender's face. He was livid. I've never seen Geno quite like that. So they changed this rule in advance of the 2024 season. They voted unanimously to remove the hip drop tackle from the game. Now, what is a hip drop tackle? It occurs when a defender wraps up a ball carrier and rotates or swivels his hips, unweighting him and dropping onto the ball carrier's legs during the tackle. A hip drop will result in a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down if a player uses the following technique to bring a runner to the ground. One, he grabs the runner with both hands or wraps the runner with both arms. That sounds confusing to me because how are you going to tackle them if you don't put your arms around them? But it's with the hip action piece, though. This is it. And he unweights him by swiveling or dropping his hips and or lower body, landing on and tripping the runner's legs at or below the knee. Geno was livid, and I see why. Because the guy came up behind him, pushed him, grabbed him, tackled him, and then fell on his legs, turned him over and fell on his leg. Yeah. And I think that was the week they changed the rule because Geno being their lead quarterback, and they were getting so close to the playoffs. This rule came up about a week or two after that play.
It also will prevent also a lot of injuries because I think with the hip drop tackle, like watching the clips of them, because at first I was like, what? I had to watch it. And like I said, if you go onto the operations, they have examples of it from last season and you'll be like, oh, the first couple of times I watched it, I was like, dang, most of the defenders do this.
Right.
But so then also, like I said, I haven't been playing that much of preseason to watch it, but it's going to be interesting to see how many defenders, like if that's more of what they used to do, like how many people are going to get fouled on this at the beginning of the season for it? Because like I said, a lot of, if you watch it, it's like a very common tackle that the players do and stuff. So, but I think why it happened is I think a lot of like leg injuries happen with that, like ACL tears, MCL, all that other stuff, like, the ankle injuries. I think all of that just because of how they flip them over and like their weight being on their legs. So
right. And that's how the neck and head injuries and all that stuff and the backs, that's how that jumping and diving and all of that with the helmet started.